Hello everyone, it's championship time here at Ursprung Gymnasium. I'm Matt Florjancic, and I'll be along with you for the call of today's championship game of the BW Invitational as the 8th-ranked Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets host the Hamilton College Continentals in non-conference action here at the Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Hamilton College comes in with a record of 7-1 overall. They are 3-0 in true away games, and they advance to today's championship game courtesy of a 68-50 victory over the Rochester Institute of Technology last night in the final game of a basketball tripleheader here at Ursprung Gymnasium. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets come in with an unblemished 10-0 record. They are a perfect 6-0 at home, and they are 3-0 in home non-conference games. The Yellow Jackets earned their way to the championship game with a 74-36 victory over Manchester last night, and they will look to keep their record perfect and also hold in their standings in the D3Hoops.com and WBCA Top 25 polls. We're less than 2 minutes away from tip-off of today's championship game. And the Yellow Jackets, again, winners of their first 10 games of the season. This will be their final game of the calendar year 2022. They will next be in action on Wednesday, January 4th, when they travel to Alliance, Ohio to take on the Mount Union Purple Raiders in the Timken Gymnasium at the McPherson Academic and Athletic Complex. They go on the road for 3 straight as they play at Mount Union on Wednesday the 4th, at Muskingum in a men's and women's doubleheader on Saturday the 7th, and then at Ohio Northern in the ONU Sports Center on Wednesday, January 11th. Their next home game after this afternoon will be against Capital on Saturday, January 14th, in a doubleheader of men's and women's basketball action. That game tips at 4 o'clock, but before they get to get back into Ohio Athletic Conference play, it is time for the BW Invitational Championship game against Hamilton. And we will introduce to you the starting lineups. First for Hamilton College, starting off in the backcourt, a 5'6" junior guard from Phoenix, New York, number 3, Emily Hall. She's out of the Christian Brothers Academy. Joining her in the backcourt, a 5'9" first-year guard from Los Angeles, California, in the Crossroads School, number 12, Althea Hill. On the wing, a 5'9" junior guard from Londonderry, New Hampshire, number 11, Courtney Shea. In the post, a 5'11" first-year forward from Watertown, Mass., number 53, Taylor Lambeau. And in the middle, a 6'1" senior forward from Saquat, New York, and Notre Dame Junior Senior High School, number 10, Emma Searing. The Continentals are coached by Mahogany Green, who is in her 5th season with the program. She is a 2001 graduate of Cleveland State University, not too far away from the Baldwin Wallace University campus. She is assisted by John Sanchez, and her captains are Emily Hall, Emily, and Sophie Thompson. Once again, the Continentals have a 7-1 overall record and a 3-0 record in true away games. And now starting it off for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets in the backcourt, a 5'4" sophomore guard from Pickerington and Pataskala Watkins Memorial High School, number 2, Emily Irwin. In the backcourt, a 5'5" senior guard from Sheffield Village and Elyria Catholic High School, number 10, Rain Schill. On the wing, a 5'10" graduate student guard from Upper Sandusky, number 23, Megan Hensel. In the front court, a 5'11" sophomore forward from Perrysburg, number 24, Bella Valent. And joining her in the front court, a 5'11" sophomore from Napoleon, number 25, Kaylee Ressler. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Sherry Hare, who is in her 33rd season at the helm of the program. She is assisted by Cody Hartzler. The graduate assistant is Steve Oliver, and Steve Thompson is also an assistant coach. The Continentals come out in their road blue uniforms with gold lettering and numerals. Hamilton written across the front of the jerseys. White trim around the letters and numerals. And gold and white trim around the bottom of the shorts and the waist. The Yellow Jackets will be in their home white uniforms with jackets written in brown script across the front of the jersey. Yellow numerals in a brown trim on the front and back, and the Yellow Jacket logo on either side of the shorts. Each jersey has brown and gold trim around the sides and around the waist. The Yellow Jackets will be going from right to left here in the first half. Hamilton left to right across your computer screens. Bella Valent and Emma Searing will jump it up. And we are underway in the championship game as Bella Valent tips it back to Emily Irwin. Irwin into the front court, dribbles off left side, gets a screen from Wrestler, kicks it to Valent on the left wing. Valent into the left corner to Schill. Schill will dribble out and pass to the right side to Wrestler. 10 on the shot clock. Irwin with the ball on the left wing. She'll try the dribble drive, behind the back dribble. Can't shake it loose from a defender. She tries a wraparound pass to Valent, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. Good defense by Hamilton to open the game. Hall will catch the inbound pass from Searing, and she'll jog the ball into the front court. High post entry to Searing. Searing squares up the hoop, working against Wrestler. Wrestler cuts off the baseline, forces the pass out to Lambeau, and Lambeau will get hit with a travel call. So each team with a turnover on their opening possession. Wrestler will inbound to Irwin. Irwin looks to the bench, gets a signal on what the Yellow Jacket coaches want to run on this possession, and then signals it to her teammates. Dribbles to the top of the key, 4 on the shot clock, 3 on the shot clock, 2. Irwin hoists at the horn, bank shot no good, rebound tipped around and controlled by Hill. She'll outlet it to Hall on the left side of the floor. Hall hands off to Shea. Now out front to Searing at the top of the key. She'll give it to Hall on the left wing. Hall on the dribble drive, and she is whistled for travel. That's another turnover for the Continentals. Irwin will bring the ball into the front court. Dribble between the circles. Swing a pass to Hensel on the right side of the floor. Hensel inside into the mid-post to Valent. She'll try to drive with the left hand, pick up her dribble, look backdoor to Hensel. Hensel pulls up for the layup, no good. Lambeau there for the Hamilton rebound. She outlets it to Hall. Hall up the right side of the floor to Hill, back to Hall. She tries to drive, backs out, looks at a 17-footer, passes it up to give it to Shea. Shea on the drive, has the baseline shut off by Hensel. Hall thought about pulling up from deep, gives it to Searing. Searing on the dribble drive, can't get the shot to go, but she'll draw the foul against Reagan Schill, and Emma Searing will head to the line to shoot 2, where she is 6 of 11 on the season, .545 shooting percentage. Izzy Andrews is into the game for the Yellow Jackets. She'll replace Reagan Schill. Izzy Andrews got the start in place of Emily Irwin, who did not play last night against Manchester, but is back in the lineup today. Searing's first attempt is up and good, and we have our first point of the evening. Just shy of 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Searing's second attempt is on the way, and it's good as well. Hamilton with a 2-0 lead over the Yellow Jackets, 8 minutes to go in the first. Irwin sends it into the corner to Andrews, out front to Wrestler. Back to Irwin on the left side, but it's stolen away by Hall. Hall on a fast break, goes up for the right-handed layup and gets it to go. 4-0 Hamilton in front. Irwin across the timeline, crosses over to her right, scoop shot in the lane and gets the left-handed layup to go. That's the Yellow Jackets' first basket of the game, and they cut the deficit to 2. Hall hands off to Lambeau at the top of the key, back to Hill, who dribbles to the top, gives it to Searing, left side. Searing looking backdoor, it's tipped up in the air. Hall gets it back, goes up for the layup, it's off the mark. Andrews there for the board. Andrews pushes it into the front court, hands the Wrestler. She'll fire up a 3 from the right wing, off the mark. Valent there for the offensive rebound. Can't get the putback to go, but she'll have 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Valent, 28 of 43 on the season from the free throw line, 65.1%. Hensel and Irwin check out. Carolyn Wokley, the junior guard out of Menor, and Sylvie Sonneman, the junior wing from Jamestown, check in. Valent off the mark with their first attempt. Looking to split the pair here. Takes a moment to walk around before firing up and making her second free throw, and she'll be relieved by Kira Philpott, the 6-foot junior forward from Stove Monroe Falls High School. Hall dribbles off left side, dribbles to the left wing, working against Izzy Andrews. Out front it goes to Hill. Hill back to Hall on the left wing, now back to Hill out front. She'll lob it into the mid post to Lambo. Lambo shuffled her feet, got away with a travel. She was off the mark with a shot, and Andrews picks up the rebound, brings it into the front court. Over to Wokley on the left side of the floor. Back to Andrews' right side. Andrews trying to back down Shea. Kicks it into the corner to Wokley. Now out front to Philpott. She'll fire up a three, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. Kira Philpott gives the Yellow Jackets their first lead of the day, 6-4 with 6:22 to go in the first quarter. Hill on the right wing, working against Sonneman, looking for the lob inside. Lambo catches it and is off the mark with her layup attempt. She gets her own rebound back, and she'll draw a foul. I believe that's going to go against Kaylee Ressler. That's Ressler's first. It's a second on the Yellow Jackets. Ressler and Andrews will head to the bench. Freshman Alyssa Miller from New Philadelphia and a freshman guard from Cincinnati Sycamore, Leah Riley, have checked into the game for their first action today. Lambo's second attempt is up, and it's good as well. That'll even things up at 6 with 6:10 to go here in the first quarter. Wokley running point for the Jackets. Dribbles off right side, sends it to Philpott on the right wing, out front to Sonneman. Sonneman looking for a handoff to Riley, gets it. Riley back to Sonneman on the left wing. She'll try the dribble drive, kick it out to Riley. She'll step into a three-pointer, and she left it short. Rebound to Hall. Hall pushes the pace to the left side of the floor over to Shea on the wing. Shea swings it right wing to Hill. Hill lobs it inside for Lambo, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hamilton. Wokley right wing, throws a pass inside to Sonneman. She has it blocked by Lambo, gets her own rebound back, swings it to Alyssa Miller. Miller with the left hand, up off glass, and it's good. Jackets back in front, 8-6 with 5:20 to go in the quarter. Searing with the basketball on the right side of the floor, out to the left side to Lambo. She's looking for a lob inside, can't find it, so swings it to Hall. Hall on the drive, misses the layup attempt. Riley there for the board. 5-on-4 the other way. Hall the trailer for Hamilton. Riley on the right side in the high post. It goes to Miller. Now to Wokley in the left corner. Three-pointer on the way, and it's no good. Rebound collected by Lambo. She outlets it to Hall. Over to Shea, into the corner to Hill. Three-pointer up, and three-pointer good for Hamilton. They go back in front 9-8 with 4:38 to go in the first. Wokley quickly back the other way. Kicks it out to Philpott. She'll fire up another three. In and out, no good. Rebound to Searing. She outlets it to Hall. And this time, Hamilton will take it a little bit slower, crossing the timeline. Hall handoff to Searing. Searing out front to Lambo. Lambo on a dribble drive, trying to get to Searing. She will count it. She'll have one more come up from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Carolyn Wokley picks up the foul. That's her first. That's the third on the Yellow Jackets. Hensel and Valent return. Miller, Sonneman, and Philpott check out. And seeing her first action today for the Yellow Jackets, a 5'8 freshman guard from Cincinnati Archbishop McNicholas High School, number 21, Casey Badalak. Searing's and one attempt is up, and it's good. That gives Hamilton a 4-point edge, 12-8 with 4:13 to go. Searing will check out. Olivia Davis, the 5'9" senior from Norwalk, Connecticut, and Greenwich Academy, checks in. Hensel's three-pointer is on the way. It's off the mark. Davis there for the board. She'll hand off to Hall. Hall into the front court. Gets a screen from Davis, trying to find it into Lambo, and Lambo misses the layup attempt. It's picked up by Badalak. She hands off to Riley. Riley to Valent. Valent down low. Gets the layup to go. Emily Irwin also has returned for the Yellow Jackets, and she'll check Emily Hall. Force her to the right wing, swings it out top to Hill. Hill just inside the three-point line. Her jumper is off the mark. Rebound to Leah Riley. Riley into the front court, swings it left wing to Hensel. Hensel on the drive, kicks it to Irwin. She'll fire up a three, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace, who goes back in front. 13-12 with 3:13 to go here in the first quarter. Hall dribbles off a left side, finds Shea going baseline, kicks it into the corner to Hill. Hill back to Shea. Shea from 18, knocks down the baseline jumper. 14-13, Hamilton back in front, quickly the other way. Irwin to Badalak on the left wing. Looking inside, it's not there. She'll pass back to Irwin. Irwin between the circles, sends it right wing to Hensel. Hensel back to Irwin. She'll fire up another three. Left it short. Rebound to Hall. Hall into the front court. Gets in the lane, and scoop shot is no good, but she'll have two coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. And Emily Irwin will get called for the foul. Reagan Schill is back into the game. She'll relieve Leah Riley. And Maria Mercado Rangel, the 6-foot junior forward from Dedham, Massachusetts, and Brookline High School, has checked into the game for her first action today for Hamilton. Izzy Andrews back into the game for the Yellow Jackets. She'll relieve Emily Irwin. And the first free throw attempt from Hall is up and good. She's a 66.7% free throw shooter on the season, 16-24, and she'll make both to give Hamilton a 3-point edge, 16-13 to 2:27 to play in the first. Andrews out front, kicks it to Hensel. Hensel on the dribble drive. Passes back to Andrews, reverses it left wing to Schill. Schill backs it out on the right wing. Now to Andrews in the corner. She'll try to drive baseline. Tries to throw a pass to Badalak that's knocked out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets will inbound with 10 left on the shot clock. Andrews to inbound it for the Yellow Jackets. Finds Badalak on the wing. Badalak back to Andrews. 8 on the shot clock. Andrews on the dribble drive. Kicks it to Schill. She'll fire up a three. Off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Bella Valent. Out to Izzy Andrews. Andrews out front to Badalak. It gets reversed right wing to Schill. Into the post to Valent. Valent puts it on the deck. Trying to back down a defender. Out front to Megan Hensel. Hensel tries a behind the back dribble, and she is fouled by Olivia Davis. That's her first. That's the second on Hamilton in the quarter. Searing comes back into the game, and she'll relieve Taylor Lambo. Emily Irwin comes back, and she'll replace Izzy Andrews. Schill will inbound it once we resume play. And she does so to Emily Irwin. Irwin right wing to Hensel for three. No good. Rebound controlled by Valent, and her right-handed putback is up and good. That cuts the deficit to 1, 16-15 with 1:24 to play in the quarter. Searing the other way, working against Emily Irwin, and Valent getting down on the court to force that ball away. Shea on the left wing commits a travel and frustratedly sends the ball to the official on the baseline. Kira Philpott and Kaylee Ressler check back into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Ressler will inbound in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. Valent and Badalak will take seats for the Yellow Jackets. Hamilton sticking with the 5 that was on the floor before the break in the action. Schill looking backdoor to Hensel. Hensel gets into the lane and throws the ball away and was the last one to touch it. That's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Hall catches the inbound pass from Searing. Walks the ball into the front court. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. She'll hand off to Shea. Shea working against Irwin. She'll pass to Hall. Hall pulls up from 16. Off the mark. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Ressler. She'll outlet it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Spin dribble. Loses a handle on it. Tries to maintain possession but throws it away, and Mercado Rangel will pick it up. And now Emily Irwin will commit a foul in the backcourt. That's her second. And I believe that's the 5th on the Yellow Jackets, which is a double bonus situation for Hamilton. Carolyn Wokley will check in. Emily Irwin will check out. Hall's first attempt is up and it's good. That's a 2-point edge now for Hamilton. Fourth attempt of the afternoon and second of that exchange is up and good as well. 18-15, Hamilton in front with 24 seconds to play in the quarter. Yellow Jackets can use it all. Shot clock is off. Hensel will dribble it out near the timeline. And she is milking the clock before sending a pass over to Reagan Schill on the left side. Schill dribbles back right over to Wokley. Wokley dumps it to Philpott. Philpott in the lane. Shot in and out at the buzzer, and the rebound is pulled down by Courtney Shea. Hamilton takes an 18-15 lead into the second quarter of play. And while we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Out of the in-between quarter break, the Yellow Jackets will send out Philpott, Ressler, Wokley, Schill, and seeing her first action today, 5'10 sophomore forward from Cary, number 4, Sadie Arndt. Hamilton will counter with Hill, Hall, Searing, Mercado Rangel, and Lambo, so 4 of their starting 5. The Yellow Jackets have 2 of their starting 5 on the floor. Searing inbounds to Hall. Hall working against Schill. She'll pass off right side to Hill, out front to Lambo. Over to the right side to Hall. Hall back to Lambo in the high post. She tries a handoff. She'll knocks it away. Hall has to pass from her knee before getting the ball back and swinging it inside to Searing. Searing throws it away over Hall's head. That's a turnover. Leah Riley sent to the scorer's table, and she'll come back in for Reagan Schill. Ressler inbounds to Wokley. Wokley at the top of the key, swings it right wing to Philpott. Philpott hands off to Wokley. Thought about a three. Now lobs it to Philpott. Her shot is blocked by Mercado Rangel. And she'll control the rebound to give it to Hall. Hamilton going the other way. Hands off to Searing. Back to Mercado Rangel on the left wing. Now to Searing. Thought about a deep jumper. Now tries to drive against Wokley. Hooks her with the left arm and gets the layup to go. 20-15. Hamilton in front by 5 with 8:57 to go in the second quarter. Wokley sends a pass right wing to Riley. Riley on the dribble drive. Scoop shot up. No good. Rebound to Lambo, who one-hands a pass to Mercado Rangel. Now to Hall. Hall into the front court for the Continental. She'll dribble off right side, send it to Hill on the left side. Hill into the corner to Mercado Rangel for three, in and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Philpott, and there's a foul on the floor against Taylor Lambo. That's her first. That's the first on Hamilton in the quarter. Sylvie Sonneman checks in. Kaylee Ressler checks out for the Yellow Jackets. Sonneman inbounds the ball to Wokley, who gets it across the timeline. Looking backdoor to Riley, and she gets a right-handed layup to go. 20-17, Jackets within 3, 8:13 to go here in the first half. Hall hands off out front to Searing, swings it right wing to Hill. Hill trying to drive against Wokley. Wokley doing a good job to stay in front of her, and now Wokley is going to pick up a foul as Hall took a handoff. That's Wokley's second. She'll head to the bench, as will Akira Philpott. Izzy Andrews and Bella Valent return for the Yellow Jackets. Hall to inbound to Searing. Now to Mercado Rangel. Looking backdoor. It's knocked away by Riley, but Riley commits a foul. And that's the second on the Yellow Jackets this quarter. That's Riley's first of the game. Inbound pass goes to Searing. She swings it to Hall on the left wing. Now to the right side of the floor to Lambo. Lambo hands off to Mercado Rangel. Back to Hall at the top of the key. She's working against Riley. Riley gets a hand in the lane to knock the ball away, but Mercado Rangel on a dribble drive gets the basket to go, and she'll have one more coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Bella Valent picks up the foul. Leah Riley checks out, and Casey Badalak checks in for the Jackets. Mercado Rangel's free throw is up, and it's good. She completes the three-point play and gives Hamilton their largest lead of the game, 23-17, 6-point advantage with 7:36 to go in the half. Andrews at the top of the key, dribbles off left side, sends it to Valen on the wing, gives Valen a screen, and Valen tries to drive. It's shut off, so she'll look backdoor to Andrews. Andrews kicks it over to Sonneman for three, no good, but Arndt is there for the board. She'll go up in traffic, and she'll get the layup to go. 23-19, Jackets but down by 4. Mercado Rangel loses a handle on it, keeps possession, swings it into Lambo. Her right-handed layup is good. 25-19, Hamilton back in front by 6. Andrews into the post, it goes to Valent. Valent with the right hand, count it, and she should have one more coming from the line. Or are we going to call it on the floor? The officials have a brief conversation, and we'll see if the basket counts. No basket. Foul is on the floor. So the Yellow Jackets will inbound underneath their own hoop. Megan Hensel checks in for Sadie Arndt. Andrews to inbound. She gets it into Valent. Valent trying to drive against Lambo. Valent backs down a defender and gets the right-handed layup to go. Deficit down to 4, 25-21. Hamilton in front with 6:40 to play in the half. Hill on the right wing for Hamilton, looking for that post entry to Lambo. She finds it. Lambo trying to back down Valent. She's off the mark. Lambo gets her own rebound back and gets the putback to go. Andrews quickly the other way for the Yellow Jackets. Over to Sonneman on the left wing. Into the corner to Badalak. She gives Badalak a screen. Then back to Sonneman in the corner. Sonneman fakes the handoff. Now gives it to Badalak on the right wing. She'll try the dribble drive. Looking for an outlet. Finds Valent near the top of the key. Valent looking for a handoff. 9 on the shot clock. Andrews has to hurry. Gets to the line. Gets to the lane. Spin move with the left hand. It's no good. Valent has to hurry. She throws it up, and it's no good. That's a shot clock violation on the Yellow Jackets. Megan Jurasic, the 5'11 junior from New Knoxville, will check in for the Yellow Jackets. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30 by Hamilton. And while we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets, Hensel, Jurasic, Badalek, Sonneman, and Andrews. On the floor for Hamilton, Hall, Searing, Hill, Lambo, and a Mercado Ringol. Hill with the ball, right wing, swings it inside to Lambo. She's backing down Megan Jurasic. Jurasic shutting down the baseline, forcing the pass back to Hill. Hill skips it left side to Hall. Hall into Lambo. Lambo with the left-handed layup, and it's good. 29-21. Jackets trail by 8 with 5:20 to go in the half. Andrews over to Badalek on the left side of the floor. Badalek now to Hensel on the right wing. Hensel out front to Andrews. She'll swing it back left wing to Sonneman. Sonneman out to Badalek. 9 on the shot clock. Badalek looking for a screen. Behind the back pass to Jurasic. Jurasic picks it up. 3 on the shot clock. Hensel has to hurry. She hoists a desperation 3. And that's another shot clock violation for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Courtney Shea is back on the floor for Hamilton. Kaylee Ressler and Leah Riley back for the Yellow Jackets, as is Reagan Schill. Andrews, Sonneman, and Badalak will take breaks. Hall sends a pass to Hill on the right wing. Hill in the Lambo in the low post, and Lambo will draw a foul on Megan Jurasic. Lambo will be going to the line to shoot 2. She's the leading scorer on this team, averaging 13 points per game. She already has 8 in the game. She is 24 of 34 at the free throw line coming into today's game, 70.6%, and she's already 2 for 2. Make that 2 of 3 as she's off back iron with the first attempt. Kara Philpott has checked back into the game for Megan Jurasic. And Lambo's off the mark, but nobody gets the rebound for the Yellow Jackets. And Lambo, courtesy of a pass from Searing, gets a backdoor layup and pushes Hamilton's lead to 10, 31-21. Riley dribbles off right side. Back left side to Schill. Schill over to Riley on the right wing. Riley trying to dribble drive. It's not there. Over to Schill on the left wing. Schill gets in the lane, backs it out. Over to Riley. Riley loses the handle on it, and Hall picks it up. It's a 2-on-0 break. Hall with a layup, and she makes it 33-21. Hamilton in front by 12 with 3:59 to go here in the second quarter, and Coach Hare has seen enough. She burns a 30-second timeout, and she is very passionately trying to explain to her team that they need to step it up. Down by 12 with less than 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. That is not indicative of a typical Yellow Jacket basketball team. Out of the timeout, it's Wrestler, Riley, Schill, Philpott, and Alyssa Miller. Out of the timeout for Hamilton, it's Davis, Searing, Hill, Hall, and Shea. Wrestler to inbound to Riley. Riley to run point on this possession. Riley swings a pass to Philpott on the left wing. Philpott on the dribble drive, kicks it out to Miller on the left wing. She'll send it right wing to Schill. Backdoor to Wrestler, and Wrestler can't get the shot to go, but she'll get two coming from the line. Davis picks up her second foul. That's the third on Hamilton in the second quarter. Wrestler 19 of 23 on the season from the free throw line, 82.6%. First attempt up, and it is good. Wrestler's second attempt is up, and it's good as well. 33-23, Jackets down by 12 with 3:43 to play here in this first half. Hall with the basketball in the front court for the Continentals. She'll dribble off right wing. And she loses a handle on it. She'll almost got the steal, but it bounced out of bounds. Last touch by her. So Hamilton will inbound in nearly the worst spot on the floor to do so, just shy of the corner of the sideline and baselines. Hall dribbles off to the right wing. Calling for a clear out. Gets a screen from Searing. Tries to throw it back to Searing. Searing looking into the post. She'll try to drive against Wrestler. Wrestler shuts off the baseline, and Searing picks up a travel call. That's a turnover for Hamilton. Wrestler inbounds to Riley. Riley into the front court. Sends a pass left wing to Reagan Schill. Schill on the dribble drive. Has it tipped out of bounds on a pass to Kaylee Wrestler. So the Yellow Jackets will inbound in front of Hamilton's bench. 15 on the shot clock. Riley catches the inbound pass. Dribbles to the top of the key. Finds Wrestler in the mid-post. Wrestler trying to back down Shea. She'll go up with the short jumper. In and out, no good. Philpott chases after the board, gives it to Wrestler. Miller comes out of the pile with it. She'll hand off to Riley. Riley waits for Schill to get back into the front court before she sends a pass left wing to Wrestler. Right wing pass now to Miller. 8 on the shot clock. Miller trying to drive out to Riley. She'll fire up a three, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. That cuts the deficit to single digits. Hamilton's lead down to 7, 33-26 with 2:22 to go here in the second quarter. And we have an illegal screen called against Hamilton. And if that's against Davis, that's number 3. Davis now having a conversation with the officials. And Lambo will check in for Davis. Bella Valent back for the Yellow Jackets. She'll replace Kira Philpott. Riley running point. Dribbles to the top of the key. Sends a pass left wing to Valent. Valent over to Riley. She'll fire up a three from the right wing. No good, but she'll have 3 coming at the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Shea, the guilty party on the foul. Leah Riley, 4 of 6 on the season, 66.7% at the free throw line. Andrews in for Schill. Riley's first attempt is on the way, and it's good. She puts it on the deck twice, raises, aims, fires off back iron, no good. She'll look to make 2 out of 3, which would be her season percentage right here if she can get the third to go. And she does. That'll cut the deficit to 5. 33-28. Jackets trail with 2:03 to play in the second quarter. Badalak is back for the Yellow Jackets, and she'll replace Leah Riley. Hall for Hamilton into the front court. Sends it to Searing off to the left side. Searing will dribble back right. Pull up from 17 and be off the mark with it. Andrews with the rebound. Ends up knocking it over to Ressler. She'll swing a pass left wing to Miller. Back to Ressler. Thought about a three. Now she'll try to hand off to Badalek. Badalek looking back door to Andrews. Hall recovers in time to force Andrews to the other side of the floor. Andrews looking for an outlet, finds Miller. Miller on a dribble drive, spins left, goes up with the left-handed hook shot off the glass and in. 33-30, Jackets within 3 with 1:22 to go in the second quarter. Hall with the basketball, sends it right wing to Hill. Hill looking for Lambo. She finds her. Lambo draws a double team. Andrews gets down on the deck to knock the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Lambo. She is upset with that call. Felt the Yellow Jackets were the last to touch it. And she might be right. Now we have a conversation with the officials. Riley back for Andrews. Hensel back for Miller. And it's going to be Yellow Jacket basketball. Ressler to inbound to Riley. 65 seconds left in the first half. Riley dribbles between the circles. She'll send a pass left wing to Valent. Valent looking for Badalek in the post. It's not there. Valent gets to the lane, kicks it out to Ressler. She'll fire up a three. It's off the mark. Hall is there for the Hamilton rebound. She'll jog it into the front court. She has it poked loose by Leah Riley, and there's a massive collision. Both athletes fall to the deck. And Aaliyah Riley will get hit with the foul. That'll be the 5th on the Yellow Jackets. That'll be the 2nd on Riley. And that's a 2-shot foul for Emily Hall. Riley checks out, and Andrews checks in. Hall's first attempt will rattle in. Normally a 66.7% shooter. She's 5 of 5 at the line so far today. Second attempt on the way. It's off the mark. Rebound to Bella Valent. Valent outlets it to Izzy Andrews. Andrews dribbles across the court and then sends it right side to Ressler, who dribbles back left. Passes out front to Andrews into Valent in the post. Valent backing down a defender. Goes up with the right-handed layup and gets it to go. 34-32. Jackets down by 2. The shot clock is off. Hamilton can use it all. Hall working against Andrews. 18 seconds left in this first half. Hall dribbles off right side, crosses over Andrews, gets back right, gets a screen from Searing, trying to get into the lane, kicks it into the corner to Hill. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Hill. Hensel got a hand on it and banked it off of Hill out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets have 2.3 seconds left to try and get a shot lifted. And it's going to be Ressler inbounding. Does so to Andrews. 2 seconds left. Andrews hoists from deep, and it's short. So the Yellow Jackets storm all the way back after being down 33-23. They go on a 9-1 run to end the second quarter, and they trail 34-32 as we head to halftime here in the championship game of the BW Invitational. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some first half statistics as well as keys to the second half for both teams right here on BWYellowJackets.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ursprung Gymnasium, where we are at halftime of the championship game of the BW Invitational Tournament as the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, the number 8 team in the country, trail Hamilton College 34-32 at the break. Let's take a look at how we got here. First for Hamilton, leading the way with 10 points, Taylor Lambeau on 4 of 8 shooting. She's also 2 of 4 at the free throw line and pulled down 5 rebounds. Lambeau added an assist and 2 block shots in that first half of play. Emily Hall chipped in 9 points and added 3 rebounds and 2 assists with 2 steals. She also drew 5 fouls against the Yellow Jackets in that first half. Emma Searing scored 7 points to go along with 2 rebounds and an assist. And then 3 points each from Althea Hill and Maria Mercado Ringal, and Courtney Shea chipped in 2 points with 1 rebound and 1 assist in just under 15 minutes of action. As a team, Hamilton shot 11 of 21 from the field, good for 52.4%. They were 1 of 2 from three-point range, 50%, and 11 of 14 at the free throw line, 78.6%. The Yellow Jackets were led in scoring by Bella Valent with 9. She had a team high 5 rebounds in that first half. Leah Riley came off the bench to score 7, while Emily Irwin added 5 on 2 of 4 shooting, including a 1 of 3 mark from three-point range. Alyssa Miller added 4 off the bench. Kira Philpott added 3 off the bench. And then with 2 each, Kaylee Ressler and Sadie Arndt for the Yellow Jackets. Megan Hensel, the Yellow Jackets' leading scorer last night with more than 20 points, held scoreless on 0 of 4 shooting in that first half as a team. BW 12 of 33 from the field, 36.4%, 3 of 15 from three-point range, 20%, and 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 71.4%. BW out-rebounded Hamilton 17-14 and had more fouls, 10-7, and less assists, which is uncharacteristic of the Yellow Jackets. They were out-assisted 7-5 in that first half. But they did force more turnovers than they committed, 9-7. Steals, all 3 were collected by Hamilton, and then blocks went the way of Hamilton as well. Points off turnovers, Hamilton with a 10-7 edge. Points in the paint even at 18. Second chance points favored BW 10-6. Fast break points 9-0 to Hamilton, and bench scoring 16-3 for the Yellow Jackets, who will start the second half with the basketball. Irwin swings a pass to Hensel on the left wing. They're joined on the floor by Valent, Ressler, and Schill on the floor for Hamilton. Hill, Hall, Lambeau, Searing, and Shea. So both teams starting the second half with their starting 5. 8 on the shot clock. Irwin on a dribble drive. Right-handed layup, too strong. Irwin hustles after a rebound. It's picked up by Courtney Shea. Shea working against Schill out front to Hall. Hall between the circles will dribble off to the right wing. She'll swing it out top to Hill for 3, and it's good! 37-32, Hamilton back in front by 5 with 9:12 to go in this third quarter. Irwin on a dribble drive out to Ressler. Ressler hands off to Hensel, and we have a 3-second call on Bella Valent. That's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. A missed shot and a turnover. Not the 2 possessions that Coach Hare wanted to start the second half with. Hamilton looking to build on their 5-point edge. It's Hill with the basketball at the top of the key. Tries to dish it to Searing, now to Lambeau. Lambeau lobs it into the mid-post to Searing, working against Ressler. Ressler with a block shot and collects the rebound. Ressler will pass left wing to Schill. Schill back to Valent. She'll try the dribble drive, kick it out to Schill. Reagan Schill fires up a 3. It's off back iron, rebound to Hall. Hall running it out, trying to go coast to coast, and she will. She'll get the layup to go, 39-32. Hamilton in front with 8:20 to go in the third. Irwin out front. She'll step into a 3, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. 39-35, BW within 4 with 8:08 to go in the third. Hall with the ball on the right wing, out front to Hill. Hill to Searing now. Searing will try to drive, kick it to Lambo. Lambo on the dribble drive, going up over Valent, and too strong with the left hand. Valent there for the board. She'll hand off to Wrestler. Wrestler into the front court. Kaylee Wrestler on the dribble drive, goes up with the left hand, and gets fouled by Emma Searing. Wrestler will go to the line to shoot 2. She's 2 of 2 at the line today. Number 20, Leah Riley, has returned for the Yellow Jackets to replace Reagan Schill. Wrestler's first attempt is up, and it's good for the Yellow Jackets. That makes it a 3-point deficit. Second attempt on the way, and it rims out. Rebound will be battled for. It'll be knocked out of bounds by who? Okay, we're going to have a conference with the officials. Who are we calling it out on? It's out on the Yellow Jackets. It'll be Hamilton basketball. BW trails 39-36 with 7:41 to go here in the third. Hall with the basketball across the timeline. She hands off to Searing. Searing over to Hill on the right wing. Hill on the dribble drive against Hensel. Kicks it out to Hall on the left wing. Hall working against Riley. Riley forces the pass to Shea. Shea into the post to Lambo. Lambo trying to back down Valent. She'll throw it up with the right hand, and it's no good. Rebound, Bella Valent. Valent passes the Wrestler on the left side of the floor. Wrestler to Riley on the wing. Riley on the dribble drive. Into the corner to Hensel. She'll fire up a 3, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace to even things up at 39 apiece with 7:03 to go in the third. Searing with a pass. Right wing to Hill. Hill out front to Lambo. Lambo looking for a handoff, miscommunication, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's a turnover for the Continentals. Kira Philpott will check in. She'll give Valent a break. The Yellow Jackets looking to take a lead here for the first time since the 6:34 mark of the first quarter. Irwin passes the Wrestler. She'll fire up a 3. And it's off the mark. Rebound to Emily Hall. Hall on the right wing after getting a pass back from Searing. She'll try to drive. She'll lob it into Lambo. Lambo draws a double team and draws a foul. I believe it's going to be against Megan Hensel. Miller and Andrews back for the Yellow Jackets. Irwin and Wrestler check out. Lambo 2 of 4 at the line today. She came in a 70.6% free throw shooter, 24 of 34, and she misses off back iron on the first attempt. No Hamilton player on the lane, so the Yellow Jackets have an opportunity to get the rebound, but they don't need one as Lambo splits the pair to make it 40-39 Hamilton. Andrews into the front court with a right wing pass to Riley. Out front to Philpott. She'll reverse it to the left wing to Miller. Miller hands to Philpott. Philpott on the dribble drive. Goes up off glass, and it's good with the right hand. Yellow Jackets in front, 41-40 with 6:05 to play in the third. Hall, high post entry pass to Lambo. She'll hand back to Hall. Hall sneaking it back door to Shea, and Shea is immediately tied up for a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Hamilton. They will keep it with 17 on the shot clock. Hill inbounds to Searing. Searing trying to back down Miller. She'll go up off glass, no good. Gets her own rebound back and gets the put back to go. 42-41, Hamilton back in front. Andrews up the right side of the floor on the near sideline to Hensel. Hensel dribbles off to the right wing. Gets it to Philpott out top. She'll reverse it left wing to Riley. Riley out front to Philpott. Philpott on the dribble drive. Gets the lane shut off. Passes out to Miller. 12 on the shot clock. Miller to the right wing to Andrews. Andrews on the dribble drive. Looking backdoor to Philpott. And tie up. Possession arrow will favor the Yellow Jackets. They have to hurry. Just 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Sonneman checks in. Hensel checks out. Maria Mercado Rengal is back for Hamilton, and Courtney Shea will take a seat Andrews to inbound, 3 on the shot clock. She sends it to Philpott. Philpott along the baseline, throws up a runner. It's blocked by Mercado Rangel, who collects the rebound and hands off to Hall. Hall dribbles off left side, now comes back to the middle with a pass to Searing. Searing will dribble off right side now. Back to Lambeau in the high post. She'll try to drive against Riley. Lambeau goes up with the left hand, and she draws a block on Izzy Andrews. Reagan Schill will check back in. And she'll spell Leah Riley. That's Andrews' first. That's the second on the team. And Lambeau will go to the line to shoot 2, where she is 50% today, 3 of 6. Make that 3 of 7 as she's off back iron with the first. The lead remains a 1-point advantage for Hamilton. Lambeau's second attempt is on the way, and it rattles in. 43-41, Hamilton in front by 2. Andrews dribbles off right side for the Yellow Jackets to the right wing. Looking backdoor to Sonneman, and it's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Hall picks it up from Searing. Now to Hill on the right wing. 3-pointer on the way, off the back of the iron, and rebound to Sonneman. We have a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Hamilton. Maria Mercado Rangel picks up her first foul. That's the second on Hamilton. Irwin back for Andrews. Miller inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. At the top of the key. Sends it right side to Miller. Miller lost the handle on it, out of bounds. That's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Bella Valent comes back in. She'll replace Kira Philpott. Searing inbounds to Hall. Hall signals the play as she crosses midcourt. Gets a screen from Searing. Now gives the ball to Searing at the top of the key. Back left wing to Hall. Into Lambeau it goes now. Lambeau backing down Valent. She's rattles in a layup and increases the lead to 4. 45-41 with 4:10 to go. Sonneman the other way quickly, fakes a 3, tries to drive, left it too strong, rebound Valent. Valent puts it on the deck once, draws a foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Emily Hall picks up her second foul. That's the third on Hamilton in the third quarter. Valent 1 of 2 at the line today. She's a 65% free throw shooter on the season, and she'll get that one to roll in. Hit off the front rim, rolled to the back of the rim, kissed off the backboard, and fell through the hoop for 1 point. She'll try to complete the pair, and she will, doing the exact same thing, hitting the front rim, having it roll off the backboard and in. 45-43, Hamilton's lead down to 2 with less than 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Hill out front, now to Lambeau on the right side. Lambeau jump stops, looking backdoor to Hall. Hall on the drive, draws a foul, can't get the layup to go. Looks like Reagan Schill will pick up the foul. 2 shots coming up for Emily Hall. Megan Hensel and Kaylee Ressler check back in for Miller and Sonneman, and Leah Riley comes back for Reagan Schill. First attempt is on the way, and it barely draws iron. It's off the mark. Hall's second attempt is on the way, short as well. Hamilton comes up empty. Jackets with a chance to tie or take a 1-point lead on this possession. Irwin quickly the other way, gets into the lane. Over to Hensel in the right corner. 3-ball on the way, and it's good! 46-45. Jackets back in front with 3:33 to go in the third. Searing sends a pass to the right side to Hill. Hill loses a handle on it. Ressler hits the deck with Searing, and the possession arrow, nope, not going to go to the possession arrow. They're going to say Searing came up clean with the basketball and got a timeout. So while we have this break in the action, want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Hall, Davis, Lambeau, Mercado, Ringgold, and Hill on the floor for Hamilton. Out of the timeout, Irwin, Riley, Hensel, Wrestler, and Valen on the floor for the Yellow Jackets after the break. Irwin commits a foul. Shortly after the inbound pass, Izzy Andrews will check back in for the Yellow Jackets to spell Irwin. That's the fourth foul on the Yellow Jackets in this quarter. One more, and Hamilton will be shooting free throws. Hall at the top of the key, dribbles off left side, hands off to Mercado Ringgold on a dribble drive, gets knocked off of her course, and it looks like Bella Valent will pick up the foul, and Mercado Ringgold should be shooting some free throws. Mercado Ringgold, 5 of 6 from the free throw line this season, 83.3%. She's 1 of 1 on the day. First attempt on the way, and it's good. That'll even things up at 46. Mercado Ringgold's second attempt on the way, good as well. 47-46, Hamilton in front, 3:06 to go in the third. Andrews between the circles, dribbles off left side. Looking for Wrestler, it's not there. She'll try to get it to Hensel. Hensel catches it on the left side of the floor. Puts it on the deck with the right hand. Swings it left side to Valent. Valent on the wing. Tries the dribble drive. Kicks it to Hensel. 9 on the shot clock. Hensel has to hurry with 5 on the shot clock. Puts it behind her back on the dribble. Trying to pull up for 3, and she just sits on the ball, and it takes the shot clock violation. That's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Davis inbounds to Hall. Hall walks it into the front court, working against Andrews. Looking back door, it's not there. She'll pass out front to Davis. Davis at the top of the key, tries a dribble drive, left-handed layup, up and good. 49-46, Hamilton in front by 3, 2:18 to go. Andrews hands off to Wrestler. Wrestler dribbles off right wing into Valent in the mid-post. Valent with the left hand, trying to back down Lambeau, and she puts an elbow right into Lambeau's chest, and that's an offensive foul on the Yellow Jackets. It was a good call by the officials. Coach Hare pleading with the officials to start calling offensive fouls on the other end of the floor as well. No dice so far. Valent checks out. Philpott checks back in for the Jackets. Hall hands off to Davis. Davis bounces it to Lambeau. Lambeau charging towards the hoop against Philpott. Misses the layup. Rebound tipped out to Mercado Ringgold. Now it's out of bounds. Last touch by Leah Riley of the Yellow Jackets. Hamilton will inbound on the sideline. Reagan Schill will check back into the game, and she'll relieve Leah Riley. Hall inbounds to Davis. She swings it to the top of the key to Mercado Ringgold. Now to Hill on the left wing. Hill trying to dribble drive. Throws it to Mercado Ringgold. Hensel gets a hand on it. Takes it away with a steal. She outlets it to Schill. Schill up the left side of the floor. Hands off to Hensel. Hensel to the left wing. May have gotten away with carry, but swings it over to Andrews. Andrews now trying to drive. Throws the ball away to Davis. Davis then loses it off of her left foot. And the Yellow Jackets will get possession of the ball underneath their own hoop. Andrews to trigger the inbound pass. Andrews has to do something, gets it into Hensel. Hensel dribbles it out and then picks up her dribble on the left wing, out front to Wrestler. Wrestler gets a screen from Philpott. She'll try to dribble drive. Now she swings it into Philpott. Philpott with the left hand gets fouled on her way up, and she'll get 2 coming from the line. Kira Philpott, 5 of 8 at the free throw line coming into today's game, 62.5%. Miller is back for the Yellow Jackets to replace Kaylee Ressler. Philpott's first attempt on the way. It's off, back iron, no good. Deficit remains 3 for the Yellow Jackets with 1:08 to play in the third. Second attempt on the way, it's good. 49-47, Jackets trail Hamilton by 2 with 1:07 to go here in the third quarter. Hall between the circles. Dribbles off right side. Spins behind her back and then bowls through Reagan Schill, and it's a defensive foul against Schill. That'll send Hall to the line to shoot 2. Hamilton went to the line 14 times in that first half, and these will be attempts number 9 and 10 in the third quarter alone. Badalak and O'Reilly back for the Jackets to relieve Schill and Andrews. Shea back for Hamilton. Hall's first attempt is good. 3-point edge, 50-47, less than a minute to go in the third. Hall's second attempt is on the way, and it's good as well, 51-47, 56.7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Riley into the front court. Sends a pass to the left side to Badalak. Back right to Riley. Thought about a 3. She'll try the drive. Kick it out to Badalak. Badalak from the top of the key tries to drive with the left hand. Gets the lane shut off. Outlets it to Riley. Pump fake on the 3. Riley looking for Hensel. Back door. Hensel goes up. Count it. She'll have one more coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Davis picks up the foul. That's number 4 on her for the game, and number 5 on Hamilton in the quarter. One more, and Davis is done for the day. Schill comes to the table to check in, and she will sub out Leah Riley. A little defense for offensive substitution right there. Hensel, 11 of 12 coming into today's game from the free throw line, 91.7%. The and one attempt is up, and it's good. That cuts the deficit to 1, 51-50. Hamilton in front with 30 seconds to go. 3-second differential between the shot and game clock, so Hamilton cannot use it all. They can use just about all of it. Davis on the dribble drive, pulls back out to the top of the key, gives it to Emily Hall. Hall will back it out near the timeline. And with 10 on the shot clock, she'll charge towards a hoop. And we have an offensive foul, and if that's against Davis, that's number 5. It is against Davis. That's number 5, and she is done for the day with 11.3 seconds left in the third quarter. Searing will check back in, and that does not bode well for Hamilton. Davis and Mercado Ringol, the only subs that have seen action here in this game for the Continentals. We have a officials conference along the near sideline. Not exactly sure what that was about, but nonetheless, the Yellow Jackets sub in Emily Irwin and Leah Riley, offense for defense. So it's Irwin, Hensel, Riley, Philpott, and Badalak on the floor. Irwin with the basketball. Dribbles off left side, hands off to Badalak. Badalak on the dribble drive, throws up a buzzer beater. No good. Philpott on the rebound attempt has it knocked away, and that'll bring the third quarter to an end where the Yellow Jackets trail Hamilton 51-50. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll have fourth quarter action here for you on BWYellowJackets.com. Welcome back to Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University, where we enter the fourth quarter of the championship game of the BW Invitational with the Yellow Jackets, number 8 team in the country, trailing Hamilton College 51-50. Hamilton with 2 victories over ranked teams this year, looking to make it 3. They can hold on for a victory today against the Yellow Jackets. Out of the in-between quarter break, Miller, Riley, Irwin, Sonneman, and Philpott on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. On the floor for Hamilton, their starting 5, Hill, Hall, Searing, Shea, and Lambeau. And Hamilton will get the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Searing will inbound it to Hall. Hall hands off to Searing. Searing dribbles off right side, sends it to Hill on the right side. Hill looking backdoor. It's knocked away by Sonneman. Back to Hill. She'll send it to Lambeau at the top of the key. Lambeau dribbles off left wing, hands off to Hall. Hall gets a screen from Lambeau, goes to the hoop, misses it. Lambeau on the putback attempt, draws the foul. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. I believe that's going to go against Kira Philpott. Bella Valent checks into the game. And she'll replace Philpott, who picks up her first foul of the game and first on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Lambeau 4 of 8. Make that 5 of 9 from the free throw line as she hits the front end of the 2-shot foul to make it a 2-point Hamilton lead. Second attempt on the way, and it rattles in. 53-50. Hamilton in front by 3 with 9:39 to go in the fourth. Irwin between the circles, sends a pass to Sonneman on the left side. Sonneman over to Riley. Riley over to Valent. Valent will fire a 3 from the left wing off the front of the rim. Miller there to hustle after the board. She gives it to Sonneman. Out front to Riley. Pump fake on the 3. She'll try to drive. Dishes it to Valent. Valent's off the mark. And the rebound is a jump ball. And possession arrow will stay with the Yellow Jackets. Valent cannot believe that she missed from point blank range. But the Yellow Jackets still with the possession. Irwin in the corner after a handoff from Valent. Irwin on the dribble drive, dumps it to Valent. It's tipped away by Hall. Hall looking for an outlet, and it is Hill who comes back for the ball. Hall is slow to get up, and she will jog across the timeline. Hill already there in the front court with the basketball, sends it back to Hall left side. Hall hands it off to Shea. Shea on a dribble drive. Passes back to Hall, into the post to Lambeau. Lambeau with the right hand, and it's good on the hook shot. 55-50 with 8:44 to play in the fourth quarter. Irwin into the front court. Dribbles off left side, kicks it out to Valent. Valent left side to Sonneman. Sonneman on the dribble drive, goes up with the right hand, no good, but she'll have 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Shea picks up her second foul. That's the first on Hamilton in the quarter. Carolyn Wokley checks in. Emily Irwin checks out. Sonneman, 11 of 13 from the free throw line on the season coming into today's game, 84.6%. And she hits the front end of the 2-shot foul. Second attempt on the way, good as well. 55-52. Jackets trail by 3. With 8:27 to go. Hall calling for a clear out. Working against Riley. She'll swing it over to Lambeau at the top of the key. Lambeau on the dribble drive. Goes up with the right hand and gets the runner to go. 57-52. Hamilton in front by 5 with 8:08 to go in the fourth. Wokley quickly the other way. Dumps it to Valent. Valent puts it on the deck. Kicks it out to Miller for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Hall. Hall backs it out, slows it down. Hamilton with a 5-point lead, trying to cut into this clock a little bit. Hands off to Shea on the left wing. Out front to Searing, into Lambeau in the mid-post. She'll back down Valent, go up with the left hand, and it's good. 59-52. Hamilton in front with 7:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Jackets have no answer for Taylor Lambeau. And Coach Hare will burn a 30-second timeout with 7:26 to go in the fourth. While we have this break, want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Out of the timeout, Philpott, Wrestler, and Hensel return to join Riley and Wokeley for the Yellow Jackets. Hall, Searing, Hill, Lambo, and Shea on the floor for Hamilton. Wokeley out front with the basketball. Swings it to Wrestler. Wrestler draws the foul against Emily Hall. That'll be the second on Hamilton in this quarter. That's the third on Hall. Wokeley to inbound underneath her own hoop with her team down by 7. She finds Philpott. Philpott puts it on the deck once, goes up off glass, no good, but she's going to draw a foul and get 2 coming from the line. Emma Searing picks up the foul. That's her third. That's the third on Hamilton in the quarter. Schill checks back in. Leah Riley checks out. Philpott 1 of 2 at the line on today's game. First attempt up, and it is good. 6-point deficit, 59-53 for the Yellow Jackets. Second attempt on the way, and it's good as well, 59-54. Jackets down by 5, 7:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Hall dribbles off right wing. Sends it left side to Hill. Hill dribbles back to the middle of the floor, gives it to Searing. Her deep 2 is on the way, no good. Rebound to Philpott. She outlets it to Wokeley on the right side, near sideline. She'll dribble back to the middle of the court. Gets into the lane and kicks it out to Wrestler. Wrestler back to Wokeley on the right side of the floor. Wokeley gets a screen from Philpott. Wokeley on the dribble drive. Dumps it to Schill for the layup attempt, and Schill gets it to go. 59-56. Jackets within 3. 6:26 to go. Searing on the right side of the floor. Nearly has it stolen away, but Hill maintains possession. Out front to Lambo. Lambo backdoor to Shea. Shea can't shoot it, and Shea nearly throws it away. Lambo working against Hensel, and it's an offensive foul against Taylor Lambo. Hensel takes the charge and comes up pumping both arms and jumping into the air in celebration for finally drawing a charge against Taylor Lambo. Wokeley gets the ball into the front court. She gets a screen from Wrestler. Wokeley swings it left wing to Schill. Schill on the dribble drive, gets to the lane, goes up with the right hand and rolls in the layup to make it a 1-point game. Jackets trail 59-58 with 5:46 to go in the fourth quarter. And we have a timeout on the floor. It's a timeout, Hamilton, and it is a full timeout. While we have this opportunity, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Resetting things with 5:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets are in a barn burner with Hamilton College, and the Continentals lead the Yellow Jackets 59-58. Out of the timeout from Hamilton It's their starting five: Hall, Hill, Shea, Searing, and Lambo on the floor. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets: Schill, Wokley, Philpott, Hensel, and Ressler. 3/5 of their starters on the floor. Hall dribbles to the top of the key and swings it right side to Hill. Out front to Searing. Searing back to Hill. Into Lambo, working against Philpott. Lambo spins, too strong on the layup attempt, and it's pulled down by Ressler. Quickly the other way, Ressler passes to Wokley. Wokley back to Ressler on the right side of the floor. Ressler on the drive, spins out, gives it to Philpott for three, and it's good! 61-59. Yellow Jackets back in front with 5:05 to go in the fourth. Hall picks up her dribble on the right wing, out front to Searing. She lobs it inside to Lambo. Lambo backing down Philpott. Philpott with a block. It goes out of bounds off of the Jackets. Hamilton will inbound underneath their own hoop. Hill gets it in to Searing. Searing working against Ressler. Gets the reverse layup to attempt up, and it's no good, but she will get fouled in the act of shooting. Ressler picks up her second. That's the second on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Mercado Rangel is back for Hamilton. Searing to shoot two. She's 3 of 3 at the line today. Make it 3 of 4. She left that one short. She has one more coming. Hamilton does not have a rebounder along the lane. They drop 4 back in defense, and it rims out. Rebound to Kaylee Ressler. Ressler into the front court, dribbles to the top of the key. Calling for a screen, doesn't get one, swings it right wing to Hensel. Hensel enters it inside to Philpott. Philpott squares up the hoop, then tries to back down Lambo, and it's a carry on Philpott. That's a turnover. Irwin back in for the Yellow Jackets. She'll relieve Wokley. Valent comes back in to relieve Philpott, and Philpott gave the Jackets some great minutes there. She's got 11 points and 2 rebounds on 3 of 7 shooting. She's also 3 of 4 from the free throw line and 2 of 3 from three-point range. Mercado Rangel dribbles from the right wing into the lane. Has it poked away, and Schill comes up with the steal, but Schill throws it away to Lambo, and then Bella Valent, with not a bad foul, as she reached in and fouled Lambo before she could get a layup attempt. That's Valent's fourth. That's the third on the Jackets in the quarter. And Hamilton will inbound from underneath their own hoop now. And we have an officials conference. There's 2 out of the 3 officials. Talk along the baseline underneath the hoop. No explanation what that was about. So we will resume play with Mercado Rangel triggering the inbound pass to Searing, and it's stolen away by Ressler. Ressler gives it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court to Hensel on the right wing. Back to Irwin out front, and Irwin loses a handle on it. She tracks it down, stays in the front court, barely, and then swings it to Hensel. Hensel will give it back to Irwin. Irwin to the top of the key, thought about a step back 3, now swings a pass left wing to Ressler. Ressler into the post to Valent, 7 on the shot clock. Schill going to the hoop, spins in the lane, goes up off glass, no good. Rebound controlled by Lambo. She outlets it to Hall. And it's a 5-on-4 break until Schill gets back, and Schill recovers in time. Mercado Rangel on the dribble drive, dumps it to Lambo, and her shot's off the mark. It's rebounded by Hensel. She'll outlet it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court to the top of the key. Eyeing that step back 3, hasn't been able to find a lane to shoot it yet, so she sends a pass to Ressler on the left wing, back to Valent out top, now to Irwin on the left wing. Gets a screen from Valent, pick and roll. Valent goes up with the left hand, no good, but she'll have 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Hill back in for Mercado Rangel. Schill checks out for the Yellow Jackets. Izzy Andrews is back. Valent goes to the line where she's 3 of 4 on the day. First attempt on the way, and it is good. That extends the Yellow Jacket advantage. Lambo picked up the foul. It is now her third. Second attempt from Valen on the way and left it short. Wrestler commits a foul on a rebound attempt, and that's number 4 on the Yellow Jackets. That's number 3 on Wrestler. Kira Philpott will check in. She'll relieve Bella Valent, who's battling some foul trouble, has 4 fouls to go along with her 12 points. Searing inbounds the Hall. Hamilton trails by 3, 62-59 with 3:05 to go in this fourth quarter. Hall dribbles off to the left wing. Crosses over Andrews. Philpott will switch, then give it to Hill. Hill for 3. Off the mark, and Irwin's there for the board. Irwin jogs it in the front court, passes to Andrews on the right wing, out and into the corner to Hensel. Hensel can't find entry into the post, so she'll dribble out and send it left side to Andrews, who gives it to Wrestler on the left wing. Backdoor to Hensel. Hensel in the lane, gets the layup to go. 64-59, Jackets in front by 5, 2:30 to go. And after being shut out from scoring in that first half, Megan Hensel has scored 11 points in this second half for the Yellow Jackets. And Megan Hensel just got a jump ball against Hamilton. Hamilton gets possession with the arrow, but now after the inbound pass, the arrow will switch over to the Yellow Jackets. That bodes well in their favor. Mercado Ringgold back into the game for the Continental. She'll replace Hill. Hall with the basketball off to the right side. She'll dribble off right wing, send it to Mercado Ringgold. Mercado Ringgold enters it into Lambo, and on the floor there is a foul against Kira Philpott. And either way, it's a 2-shot foul as the Yellow Jackets will be over the limit. And it's bonus free throw time for Taylor Lambo. Valen and Schill check back in. Andrews and Philpott check out. Lambo's first attempt on the way, it's good. She's a game-high 23 points. She cut the deficit to 4, looking to make it 3, and she will as that second one rattles in. 64-61. Jackets in front with 2:09 to go. Irwin at the top of the key gets a screen on the drive, kicks it to Schill, out to Wrestler. She'll fire up a 3 from the top of the key, in and out. Rebound to Searing. Searing outlets it to Hall. Hall up the right sideline. Dribbles to the right wing, hands off to Mercado Ringgold, out front to Searing. Searing on the drive, gets a screen, gets a layup, no good. Too strong, rebound to Bella Valent. Valent sends it to Irwin, who walks it into the front court. She crosses up a defender, looking to cross up a second one, gets it poked loose. The ball is on the deck, and it's a jump ball with the arrow favoring the Yellow Jackets. So they'll retain possession with 18 on the shot clock. Quick cleanup on the floor. And we should be back underway momentarily, and we are. Irwin gets the ball from the official, and she'll trigger the inbound pass. She gets it into Hensel. Hensel fakes the 3, tries to drive, kicks it out to Irwin. Irwin gets hit with shuffling her feet. It's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. They have committed 17 turnovers on the day. Philpott checks in, as does Izzy Andrews for Valen and Irwin. Defense for offensive substitutions. Hamilton trails 64-61 with 1:26 to go in the fourth quarter. Hall swings it right side to Shea on the wing. Shea enters it inside to Lambo. Lambo against Philpott. Lambo misses the layup, and it's pulled down by Philpott. Her and Wrestler both went up and grabbed the board. The Wrestler gave way to Philpott, and she outletted the ball to Schill. Schill between the circles, looking to work this shot clock a little bit. It's under 20, now under 15. Hensel with the basketball. She puts it on the floor, creates some space between her and Mercado Ringgold. Hands off to Wrestler, and on the handoff, a foul was committed. Emma Shearing picks up the foul. That's her fourth. And that's the 5th on Hamilton. They're over the limit. So Kaylee Ressler will go to the line to shoot 2, where Ressler is 3 of 4 on the day. First attempt on the way, and it's good. It's a 4-point lead for the Yellow Jackets, courtesy of the free throw from the 82.6% free throw shooter, Kaylee Ressler. Second attempt on the way, good as well. 66-61. Yellow Jackets in front with 49.4 seconds to go. 30-second timeout by Hamilton. And while we have this break, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Out of the timeout, Searing, Hall, Hill, Lambeau, and Shea on the floor for Hamilton. Ressler, Schill, Philpott, Hensel, and Andrews on the floor for the Jackets. Hall sends a pass right wing to Shea. Shea on the dribble drive. Passes back to Hill. Hill with a step back 3 off the side of the rim. Andrews with the board. She outlets it to Ressler. Ressler will be fouled in the backcourt, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2. Heads up play by Izzy Andrews. Andrews 10 of 15 from the free throw line this season, 66.7%. And she got the ball into the hands of somebody in Kaylee Ressler, who shoots nearly 20 percentage points better from the free throw line. Ressler's first on the way, and it's good. She's 6 of 7 at the line tonight. Second attempt on the way, good as well. Jackets in front, 68-61 with 31.6 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. It is a full timeout, so again, while we have this break in the action, want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Out of the timeout, Philpott, Ressler, Hensel, Schill, and Andrews on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. On the floor for Hamilton, Searing, Hill, Hall, Lambeau, and Shea. Searing to inbound to Hall. Hall across the timeline, dribbles off right side to the wing, trying to drive baseline, crosses up Schill, goes up in traffic, misses the first attempt, misses the second attempt, and Philpott's there for the board. She outlets it to Ressler, and once again, Ressler is fouled, and that foul will go against Courtney Shea. That's number 4 on Shea. Ressler's first attempt on the way, and it's good. 69-61. Jackets in front by 8. She puts it on the deck once, gives it a spin, then 2 more dribbles, throws it up, and throws it in. 70-61. Jackets in front by 9. 19.1 seconds left to go. Searing rolls it to Hall, who picks it up after it rolls about 2/3 of the way down the court. Swings it into Lambeau now. Searing does, and Lambeau gets the layup to go. Inbound pass goes from Ressler to Izzy Andrews, and Andrews tried to quickly fire it back to Ressler, and nothing doing as Andrews was fouled. Hall checks out, checking into the game for Hamilton. Number 5, Abigail Morin. Morin saw a lot of time in last night's game. Not so much today. This is her first action. Andrews' first attempt is up, and it's good. 8-point advantage for the Yellow Jackets, 71-63. Andrews steps to the line, puts it on the deck 3 times, gives it a spin, aims, fires, and rattles it in. 72-63 with 12.4 seconds left to go in the fourth. Hill picks up the ball, lobs it into Lambo. Lambo with a spin move, goes up off glass, no good, but she'll have 2 coming from the line. And she was fouled by Kira Philpott. That's Philpott's third. Jackets over the limit, so it's a 2-shot foul. And Lambo, 8 of 12 from the free throw line tonight. First attempt on the way, and it's good. That cuts the deficit to 8. Lambo's second attempt is on the way, good as well. 72-65 with 5 seconds left, and Hensel catches the inbound pass and runs out the clock for the Yellow Jackets to secure a 72-65 victory over Hamilton in a hard-fought battle in the BW Invitational Championship game. BW improves to 11-0 overall on the season, 6-0 here at Ursprung Gymnasium. They are 7-0 in non-conference play. They finish non-conference play undefeated. Hamilton falls to 7-2 overall and a 3-1 in true road games. The Yellow Jackets finish up their homestand with this 2-day tournament, and they will go on the road for the next 3 as they play at Mount Union on January 4th, at Muskingum in a men's and women's doubleheader on a Saturday, January 7th, and then at Ohio Northern at the ONU Sports Center on Wednesday, January 11th. Now with the selection of the all-tournament team, joining Emma Waite from RIT and Madison Smith from Manchester, it's number 3, Emily Hall from Hamilton. And number 53, Taylor Lambo, also earned all-tournament team honors, and 2 very deserving young ladies. Hall finished the game with 13 points and 7 boards. Lambo with 28 points and 7 rebounds. She scored 10 points on 10 of 14 shooting from the free throw line and 9 of 20 performance from the field. Bella Valent has been selected to the all-tournament team for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Valent scored 12 points and pulled down 10 boards for a double-double today. And the MVP of the tournament, senior guard number 23, Megan Hensel. And Hensel with 11 points tonight, one off the team high. She led the way with 21 points yesterday. Hensel scored 32 points in the 2 games, and all 11 of those points tonight came when the Yellow Jackets needed them most in that second half. She was held scoreless in the first half and then scored 11 points to help lead the Yellow Jackets to the come-from-behind victory. Taking a look at the final statistics, the Yellow Jackets shot 21 of 53 from the field, 39.6%, 7 of 23 from three-point range, 30.4%, and 23 of 28 at the free throw line, 82.1%. Hamilton shot 20 of 47 from the field, 42.6%. 2 of 6 from three-point range, 33.3%, and 23 of 32 from the free throw line, 71.9%. Turnovers just about even. The Jackets committed one more, 17-16. Points off turnovers went to Hamilton, 16-10. Total rebounds went the way of the Yellow Jackets, 34-28. Offensive and defensive rebounds both went the way of the Yellow Jackets, 11-8 and 23-20 respectively. The Yellow Jackets had one more assist, 11-10. They also had 2 more blocks, 5-3. Hamilton had more steals, 7-3. Fouls were just about even. Baldwin Wallace had 23. Hamilton had 22. And here's the difference in the ball game right here. Bench points. BW 28, Hamilton 7. They went only 2 deep on the bench for most of the game before Davis fouled out. And then they had to rely on Mercado Ringol and then Morin in the final seconds. Second chance points went the way of the Yellow Jackets 12-10. Points in the paint went to Hamilton 34-28. Fast break points also went to Hamilton 13-6. Individually, Lambeau led the way with 28 points and 7 boards to go along with 1 assist. Hall had 13 points with 7 boards and 4 assists. Searing on 3 of 8 shooting, including a 3 of 5 mark from the free throw line, scored 9 points. Althea Hill added 6 points and 1 rebound with 1 assist. Maria Mercado Ringol scored 5 points, pulled down 2 rebounds, and assisted on 1 play. Courtney Shea added 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Before she fouled out, Olivia Davis scored 2 points and pulled down 1 rebound, and Morin did not register a stat in just 12.5 seconds of action. Bella Valent led the way for the Yellow Jackets with 12 points and 10 boards. Hensel and Philpott each scored 11. Kaylee Ressler just missed double figures despite going 0 of 5 from the field and 0 of 3 from three-point range. She went 9 of 10 from the free throw line for 9 points. She added 6 rebounds and 2 assists. Emily Irwin scored 8 points. Leah Riley added 7 with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Reagan Schill scored 4 points down the stretch, and there were 4 big ones to help the Yellow Jackets get some separation late in that fourth quarter. Alyssa Miller scored 4 points, collected 2 rebounds, and assisted on 1 basket. Sadie Arndt had 2 points and a rebound. Izzy Andrews had 2 points and 3 rebounds. Sylvie Sonneman scored 2 points and added 2 rebounds. Carolyn Wokley did not score, but had 3 assists. And Casey Badalak did not score, but added 1 rebound. And Megan Jurasic picked up 1 foul in limited action. Once again, the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets claim the championship of the BW Invitational with a 72-65 victory over the Hamilton Continentals. For everybody here at Baldwin Wallace, my name is Matt Florjancic saying thanks for watching today. Have a great New Year's, everybody, and we'll see you on a Wednesday, January 4th, when the Baldwin Wallace men's team hosts Mount Union in Ohio Athletic Conference play. Have a great weekend, everybody.